Thousands of documents from 2 criminal investigations into the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein have been released in the US. Among the files are details of Epstein's contacts book, which offers a glimpse into the sheer number of his wealthy and powerful associates. Today is the legal deadline for the Justice Department to make the information public, although the Deputy Attorney General said earlier that not everything will be released in time to meet that deadline. Let's go straight to our correspondent, Tom Bateman, who is in Washington tonight. The scale of this release, Tom, is huge. What are we learning so far?
Well, this is a case, Jane, remember, that has convulsed the political system here in Washington. And the release of these files have been demanded by Congress, who in the end forced the hand of President Trump to create this legal deadline today. Now, we were expecting the files to be released around 8 p.m. UK time. In the end, they were a little over an hour late. And this is a vast trove of information. They've been released on the Department of Justice's website, categorized into former investigative records, files themselves that the Department of Justice had been looking into, now made public, and many, many new photographs.
The files include pictures of Bill Clinton, here appearing to be in a hot tub and in a swimming pool. The images are undated and without a clear location, but they are in a batch that appear to show Epstein in a series of foreign locations. Another shows the former president alongside Epstein himself. Clinton was photographed with Epstein several times over the 1990s and early 2000s before the financier was first arrested. He's never been accused of wrongdoing by survivors of Epstein's abuse and has denied knowledge of his sex offending. This image shows Epstein's associate Ghislaine Maxwell outside 10 Downing Street. Again, we don't know when or why. There are thousands of pages of documents and images in the Department of Justice release. Many details are blacked out. Epstein was convicted of soliciting prostitution in 2008. Today's trove of files is from that and later investigations. They're expected to scrutinise what happened at his luxury homes in Caribbean islands amid claims he lured young women and girls to be sexually exploited. Further charges in 2019 never went to trial. Epstein was found dead in his prison cell. His associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, was later jailed for 20 years for helping Epstein recruit and traffic teenage girls. But questions only grew about the pair's connections to high-profile men. In material already released, photos of his friendships with princes, presidents and billionaires all denied any wrongdoing, and there is no suggestion of any misconduct by the individuals shown in the pictures. But Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was stripped of his royal titles over his relationship with Epstein after allegations that he abused Virginia Giuffre, allegations he strenuously denied. Donald Trump knew Epstein for years, but says he kicked him out of his club in the early 2000s for being a creep. The call to release the files has convulsed his party, but earlier this year, the president was resisting.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Standing with victims, lawmakers have long called for the files' release, Congress finally forcing the president's hand. But still, a top Republican on the committee that helped push it is warning of consequences if the administration doesn't release nearly everything.
This president, he's agreed to comply with this law if he signed this law. He had a part in